Now, in a world of financial crisis and austerity, Brazil has until recently been little short of an economic miracle. The announcement that the country would host next year's World Cup and the Olympics in 2016 seemed simply to confirm that success. But in recent months, things have turned increasingly sour. Allegations of corruption and spiralling taxes have stirred discontent. Public transport fare rises and heavy-handed policing of the demonstrations which followed have only made things worse, so that by last night there were protests in 8 cities across the country, some of them turning violent. Our Washington correspondent Matt Fry now reports.
Cheering on the streets of Rio. Could it be the carnival or another football victory in the country that's due to host both the World Cup and the Olympics? No, this is a riot, one of dozens that are spread across the country. Here the demonstrators, more than 100,000 of them, are besieging the exclusive National Theatre. Here they're attacking banks. And this was the capital, Brasilia, usually a sleek and sedate government town. But overnight, the parliament was turned into a barricade. Last week, Pelé, the world's best-known Brazilian footballer, unveiled a countdown clock on the iconic Copacabana. 1 year to go to the World Cup. So why is this emerging superpower on the eve of prime time staging the worst unrest since military rule? Like in Turkey, another emerging star choking on tear gas, the roots of unrest are parochial. A modest increase in bus fares, a demonstration, a brutal police crackdown, and the stage is set for a wider confrontation. What should be Brazil's proudest moment has become a catalyst for trouble. The brand new national stadium in Brasilia is defended by riot police and besieged by protesters who fear that the country's poor are being squeezed to pay for the glamour of global sports. The poster says it all. Compare the billions spent on the World Cup to the pitiful minimum wage. Another poster, this one a nod to the French Revolution, and another irony. These protests aren't just about poverty. They're about the rising expectations of Brazil's growing middle class.
We now have 40 million new entrants into that middle class just in the last 10 years. Those people now have money in their pocket, they are consuming, and their expectations of what the government will deliver for their tax dollars, in fact, are ever higher. So the deeper, more underlying dynamic here is a demand across classes that the government start performing better.
Fueled by social media, stoked by discontent, and fanned by an economy that's been flatlining of late, this is not a revolution, but a bonfire of political vanities. And don't worry, nobody's about to cancel the World Cup.